The empty bench. Elena was 16 years old when silence slowly began to replace the laughter in her life. She lived in a small house with her father in a quiet neighborhood. Her mother had passed away when she was very young, so her father had always been her entire world. He was not a rich man, but he worked hard every day to give Elena a better life and a good education. Every evening after work, he would take her to the small park near their house. They would sit on an old wooden bench under a large tree, talk about school, dreams, and sometimes just watch the sunset together. Elena loved those evenings more than anything else. Her father always encouraged her to study hard and become someone great in the future. He believed in her even when she doubted herself. Whenever she felt worried about exams or life, he would smile and say, "You are stronger than you think, Elena." Yet, one winter, her father suddenly became ill. At first, it seemed like a normal sickness, but as days passed, he became weaker. Elena tried to stay hopeful, but deep inside she felt afraid. She spent most of her time beside him, helping him with small things and praying that he would recover. One night the house felt unusually quiet. The doctors had done everything they could, but her father's condition did not improve. He held Elena's hand gently and looked at her with tired but loving eyes. "Promise me you will never give up on your dreams," he said softly. Elena tried to smile, even though tears filled her eyes. "I promise." Those were the last words he spoke to her. After that night, life felt empty. The house that once felt warm and alive now felt cold and silent. Every corner reminded her of her father, his chair, his books, his voice that she could almost still hear in her mind. Days passed, but the sadness did not disappear. Still, every evening Elena walked to the same park and sat on the same wooden bench where she and her father used to sit. She would watch the sunset alone, remembering the conversations they once had. Sometimes she quietly spoke, as if he were still beside her. She told him about school, about the good marks she got, and about how much she missed him. The wind moved softly through the leaves of the big tree above her, and in those moments, she felt a strange sense of comfort. Slowly, Elena began to understand something her father had always tried to teach her. Losing someone does not mean their love disappears. His words, his support, and his belief in her were still part of her life. So she continued studying, working hard, and chasing the dreams he wanted for her. The pain in her heart never completely faded, but it turned into strength. And every evening, as the sun set behind the trees, Elena sat on the old wooden bench, remembering the man who had taught her how to be strong even when life felt unbearably sad. I hope you guys like the story. If you want more like this, then subscribe Factopia Stories channel.